Okay, dear children, I am teacher Geeta. This is grade 9 physics topic energy and efficiency and power also. With this video, I am going to give a short explanation about energy, efficiency and power. The last video I explained about what is work and how to calculate work and the definition of energy also, and then the main two types of energy, kinetic energy and potential energy. I think all of you watched that one, and then everybody understand that one. Now here we are explaining about energy. This is energy. You know that what is energy? Energy is the ability to do work or the capacity to do work. And then we explained in last video about kinetic energy and potential energy, different forms of energy. Now here also there are, that time I told you that different types of energies are there. We here explain more types of energy. Kinetic energy, already we explained that one. Kinetic energy, the energy in moving object, also called movement energy. Did you remember how to calculate that one? Kinetic energy is equal to half mv squared. Then heat energy. Heat energy is something burning, it's releasing heat, that is also called thermal energy. Then light energy, also called radiant energy. Gravitational potential energy, energy stored in a raised object. Chemical energy, stored energy in fuel or food and batteries. Then electrical energy, energy in moving charges or static electric charges. Elastic potential energy, stored energy in a stretched or squashed object. Nuclear energy, stored in the nuclei of an atom. Or we have to say stored energy released by a nuclear reaction. And internal energy. Internal energy is the total kinetic and potential energy of particle in an object. Contained in a thermodynamic system, that is total kinetic energy and potential energy of the particle in an object. Example, that energy in a hot object, that is internal energy. Then strain energy, it is stored energy when an object changes shape, that is strain, released when atoms in a molecule rearrange themselves in a chemical reaction, that's called strain energy. Then sound energy, energy released by vibrating object. These are the different types of energy. Here it is examples of kinetic energy and potential energies. Now, what is energy conservation? We already studied that one. What is law of conservation of energy? The law of conservation of energy, the energy can be neither created nor destroyed. It can change from one form to another only. The energy is always change from one kind to another. The total energy of an object, it never changes. The potential energy plus kinetic energy is equal to total energy. From total energy minus kinetic, you will get potential energy. So always this potential energy plus kinetic energy is equal to total energy. What is the principle of conservation of energy? The principle of conservation of energy states that energy can be converted from one form to another, but the total energy in an isolated system never changes. Examples he gives: when a ball of mass m kilogram falls from a height of h meters to the ground, it loses the gravitational potential energy, which is changed into kinetic energy of the motion. So it cannot be, that's the setting. I said that one, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can change from one form to another only. This is about the principle of conservation of energy. Now, transformation of energy. Energy transformations. But here, chemical to, we want to do something, we want to do some work, we need energy. From the food we get energy. That chemical energy change into mechanical energy or motion energy. Here it is radiant from the sun, the light energy use a plant to make food, that is it changed into chemical energy. Here chemical energy transformed to kinetic energy, that motion. And here it is electrical energy changed into thermal energy. This way it is the transformation of energy. Here it is showing, see how it is working. The collectors, water is collected there, then applying thermal, and this is a storage tank, and it boiler on applying thermal energy, it will boil, and the steam is producing the heat engine, and then the turbine working, mechanical energy is there, the generator, the turbine is working, and the generator is working, and is forming electric energy from the here it is waste heat. but this is the transformation system. In a system, how the energy transforming. Next one, energy conversion. The energy conversion here, see, energy conversion system. Energy input energy is always equal to energy output, and energy input, this one in, here it is energy output, and here it is loss of energy, E loss. But sometimes here is an example giving, say this is a circuit, the bulb is glowing, the power, this is the sources, battery, power sources, battery, chemical energy, power, battery have chemical energy. This chemical energy change into electrical energy, and the light produced, the electric energy converted into light and heat. But here it is light and heat energy producing. The energy cannot be created or destroyed, can be changed from one form to another form only. But here what are the energy conversion happening? Chemical energy change into electrical energy, the electrical energy converted into light and heat energy. But this is energy conversion system. Now, what do you mean by efficiency? In a we always want to see how efficient a machine is. If you want to buy a car, if any machine, if you want to a fridge or a TV, we need the efficient working, it working properly. The efficiency, all the people need efficient, and most cars get at least 20 miles per gallon. But this is an example of efficiency. We say that the car that gets 30 miles per gallon, it is more efficient. With efficiency, we compare how much work we get from the work we put into a machine. But how much energy we are giving and how much the machine can do, or how much it is working, that is telling about the efficiency of it. But in a very efficient machine, all of the work input becomes work output. An engineer would say that machine was 100% efficient because all the input work became output work and none was lost. You can calculate efficiency by dividing work output by work. Here is energy efficiency, energy output divided by energy input into 100, the percentage. For efficiency, there is no particular unit, we are telling the percentage. So this one is the unit, energy output divided by total energy input, multiply with 100. You will get the percentage of efficiency of that machine. Now, what do you mean by power? Power is the rate of doing work. Here it is how to calculate power. Power is equal to energy transferred or work done divided by time. But here it is P power, W work done, and T time. But power is measured in watt. The unit of power is watt. 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second. But power can also refer to the rate at which energy is converted from one form to another. So in this way, we have to say formula P is equal to E by T, energy transfer divided by time. This is about work. I think all of you understand. We finish this first unit, and next video, next week I will give you the next, I will start the next video. I think all of you understand. Practice the questions, solve. Okay.